Hey, what's up, Integrity fam? Welcome back to Hacker Heroes episode 4. And in today's episode, we're talking to one of our all-time top 10 leaders on the Integrity platform. And I'm talking about Tom Wyckhuys, who goes under the nickname Bitmap. With that, let's jump into the interview. Hey Tom, how's it going?
Hi man, I'm fine. You?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much for being here with us today. Tell me and the audience a little bit about yourself. Who's Tom Wyckhuys?
Yeah, I'm Tom. I'm based in Belgium. Doing bug bounty for like a couple of years now, but really doing it a lot since 2 years. So yeah, based in Belgium. On a personal side, I'm building a house right now.
Oh, nice.
Together with my girlfriend. We're doing a lot of it ourselves, so I also consume a lot of time on that project. But yeah, my family and her family is like helping us big time, so that's a big plus. From a day-to-day job, I'm doing a penetration testing at Entity Belgium currently. Yeah, it's a mix of web application, mobile, and infrastructure testing, as well as full-blown red teams. So yeah, we're doing actually some cool stuff from time to time, finding 0 days and getting into internal networks. So it's really challenging, but yeah, that's a fun part, I guess.
Yeah, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah.
That sounds pretty cool. So you're a penetration tester right now. Tell me a little bit, how did you get into IT security in the first place?
So yeah, actually IT security, I was already interested as a kid. So yeah, when I was 13 or 14 years old, I wanted to, actually the story goes like this. So my brother had a gaming computer, and he was like, yeah, he only wanted it for himself, so it was his computer, and I was a little kid. I would probably mess something up on his computer, and I was trying to get access to it just to play Doom and all these cool games as a kid, and just trying some stuff in the command prompt, just copy pasting stuff from Google. And afterwards, when I was a bit older, I was interested in stuff like backtrack and the early Kali.
The days when it was still called Backtrack, right?
Yeah. So yeah, I was doing, I don't know, man, just copy pasting most of the time, trying to hack my neighbor's Wi-Fi, and the things everyone did, I guess, when he was a kid in this line of work. So
going to Backtrack, being like, oh, air crack, what is that?
Yeah. Just do a Hail Mary, or what it was called, like try everything. So yeah, and afterwards, when I graduated from high school, I don't know, the interest like stayed with me, and it was actually the only thing I wanted to do. So in Belgium we have like a school that is offering cybersecurity education in college. So I went to that one. It's in wonderful Bruges. Most people will know it, I guess. And yeah,
it's lovely. I've been there like a week ago.
Yeah. So after I graduated in Bruges, I started my first job as a security consultant, as a penetration tester. So yeah, that's kind of my story, how it became.
That's pretty sweet that you have a possibility over here in Belgium to go to an actual university to learn about cybersecurity. And I guess, I mean, this is also where you got all your first resources, right?
Yeah.
Assuming your professors, they handed you over all the stuff that you needed to know, right?
Yeah, that's true. So we had a lot of different courses ranging from web application testing to infrastructure, but also like the regular IT stuff like virtualization, JavaScript, HTML, CSS. But man, I have a ton of respect for people who are self-educated in bug bounties and IT security in general, because it's starting from nothing. It's such a hard job. I mean,
Yeah, I
Yeah.
see what you mean. I see what you mean. I personally also went through university education. So those people who achieve all that just by themselves,
Yeah.
huge kudos to them.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Was it so for you? Was it then also at university when you heard about bug bunny for the first time, or how did you get into contact with the world of bug bunnies?
Yeah. I think it was at college. Yeah. I think it was around that time that Google and Facebook started their bug bounty programs, and some people at school started finding stuff. I remember someone finding something in Facebook, and the whole school knew about it, and I was like,
Made the guy pretty famous, eh?
yeah, yeah, yeah. The guy is generating cash from something I'm learning here, so might have a look at it. But yeah, I wasn't really successful at the time. I remember I registered at HackerOne then, and yeah, I was just doing the basic stuff like finding a cross-site scripting here and there. But
Mm.
I didn't find it because I was a noob. But yeah, the interest stayed, and a couple of months or years later, I retried, and yeah, went better that time. So
That's good to hear. So
yeah.
I'm always interested, and so is everybody else watching. What was the very first bug, the first vulnerability that you have submitted?
I actually checked it out before the interview because I forgot. The very first was at Kinepolis, which is a program at Integrity. Also one of the first to launch at the program, at the platform. And it was,
It's a cinema chain, right?
yeah, that's right. And I was able to like register the whole room for myself. So it was like kind of a denial of service, if you want to call it that way. Yeah, it was a duplicate, and I checked, and the next three were also duplicates. And then actually my first valid or like paid bounty was reflected cross-site scripting.
Okay.
So yeah.
It's a good classic first
Yeah,
bounty, I
yeah, yeah,
guess.
yeah.
A lot of people find actually.
Mm-hmm.
So if you look at yourself right now, I mean, you were saying you are a professional penetration tester, so you have a full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
How many hours a week or a month do you spend on bug bounties then next to your actual work?
I guess that depends on like yeah, on the time I spend to like my family and girlfriend, and now the house I'm building. But I don't know, like I try to do it like 2-3 hours a day, and in the weekends, Saturday, Sunday, when I have time,
Two hours a day every day past work. That
yeah,
is a lot.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you must have more than 24 hours.
Yeah. No, but yeah, as I said, it depends from day to day if I have time or not. So there are days I don't do any bug bounting. So
Okay. Obviously, yeah. Everybody needs to relax a little bit.
yeah.
So you are speaking of integrity a little bit. You are, and I'm telling the audience right now because they might not notice, but you are in our top 10 all-time leaderboard. So since we have started integrity this entire time frame, you're in the top 10. How does it feel to be in that? I mean, that is a huge achievement.
Yeah, it feels good. But I don't know. For me personally, the ranking doesn't matter that much because yeah, I don't know, man. I think the security or IT security business is really like it changes very fast. So I don't know, maybe next year or something, I might be outdated. So there are a lot of new guys coming in with new knowledge, and yeah.
If you spend more and more time building your house, then there might be somebody coming in and
Yeah,
overtaking you.
exactly. And then I might be in the all-time top 10, but the other guys are like better than me. So yeah, but I do. Yeah, it's a nice feeling to be in the top 10. So I also spend a lot of effort to get there. So yeah. it's a nice acknowledgement or something.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And everybody sees it because everybody loves the leaderboard, and when they go there, they see your name popping up.
Yeah.
So, in order to make it into the Integrity Top 10 leaderboard, you obviously have to hack quite a bit using that platform. Can you give me an idea? What is it about Integrity that you like so much, that you like a lot?
I think the main difference for me is I don't know, the pace at which triagers are like responding and changing your submission states and stuff. Because honestly, I think most hunters can relate. That's the thing you're waiting for when you're sending some crit or high risk. Yeah, I don't know. You want to see that being accepted or whatever. And also a second thing which I actually notice on other platforms is the technical knowledge of the integrity triage team is way above, or at least at my experience, way above the other platforms. So I don't know. I have the feeling I have to give less like details or like really step by step explanations of a bug in order for them to understand what I'm doing. And that's a thing I already encountered at other platforms. Really, the team not understanding really basic stuff sometimes. So
that is really nice feedback. Thank you very much for that. I'll pass that along.
Yeah, thanks.
To you personally, like, what has been the biggest surprise that happened to you in the past because of your success in bug bounties?
That's a tough question. I was surprised by when for example if you are in a 90-day leaderboard, which is which changes quite a lot. You see like the effect of that on your Twitter followers, your LinkedIn invites. Like people actually look at this stuff and they're actually trying to, I don't know, learn from you or get connected or something. I was a bit amazed.
A lot of people searching for mentors these days.
Yeah. People sending you messages like, "How do you do it?" or something.
Yeah. Have you been mentoring people in the past?
On bug bounty side or just on the business side?
Bug bounty, IT security. I don't know.
In IT security, I did. I think 2 years ago, I was like in charge of web application testing at a company. So I was training the employees, like creating labs and stuff.
That's sweet.
It was cool to I don't know, to look at some edge cases. Like I know back then, like blind XSS was like really coming along a lot of programs. And I made a lab on blind XSS, stuff like that, but not like from zero to hero. I never
the ultimate like guide.
No.
I want to ask you, because you are a full bug bounty professional, about the bug bounty scene a little bit. What do you think? Where is the bug bounty scene going within the next 5 years? What changes are we going to see? Is it going to be the same as of today, or will we see like something completely different? Like, what's going on in 5 years?
I think if you look at the past, like the beginning of a lot of programs, I think the difficulty of finding valid bugs has increased. I think even when I started, which was not at the beginning of bug bounty, but I don't know, stuff like SQL injections and IDORs and stuff, you found them regularly. Maybe because there was a bit less competition, I'm not sure. But now, when a new program launches, a lot of that stuff has already been found. So I think that complexity is going to be increased in the next 5 years as well. And I think people are going to dive into new vulnerability classes because, yeah, if a new program launches, I'm not going to search for XSS in the search bar, because if I find it, it's being duplicated already. So yeah, I think people are really searching for edge cases and really specialized in the vulnerability class, just to not get duped. Yeah.
What do you think will like increase more? Do you think it's going to be more and more companies that will put out bug bounty programs, and with that, the small amount of hackers will have more chances to find something? Or do you think the amount of bug bounty hunters will increase faster than the amount of companies?
That's also a tough question.
just
Yeah.
on top of your head, what do you think is moving on faster? Companies or increasing faster?
Yeah. So I think it's really going side by side at the moment. But bug bounty is getting recognized or getting a lot of attention from most companies now. So yeah, I don't know, man, because there are many companies that can run a bug bounty program, but there are a lot of companies that actually are not able to for different reasons. But I guess the majority can launch a program, in my opinion. And the amount of hunters, yeah, if you look at people from Asia are really getting better and getting good, and there are lots of them just gaining knowledge and getting the hang of it.
It's also getting a little easier, I guess, to get good knowledge, right? This is what this number increases.
Yeah.
I want to get back a little bit to your personal hacking experience.
Yeah.
So if you are on a new bug bounty program on like a new company that you're having a look at, what's the first thing you do? Like, you read the bug bounty brief, obviously, but what happens next?
Yeah, first of all, like, picking a program for me is sometimes a struggle, because I need to have an interest in the company itself, like or the features they're offering. But once I find one, look at the scope, like you said. And most of the time, I don't start like recon or something or bashing at it, but I don't know. I browse the site. I get to know everything they offer, from features, and maybe there are some features that are not like presented on the homepage, but they are offering them, and those are always nice. And most of the time, I just create an account, browse around what's possible, maybe buy something.
With your actual money, like you buy something off the store, and
just to see, what's available. And actually, once I have like a brief overview of the features, I pick certain parts which to me look interesting, and I do a deep dive in those ones, and hopefully there are bugs, but it's not always the case.
I assume you obviously you're using a lot of different tools, right? A lot of people are using Burp Suite, Ester Intercepting Proxy. We all know those ones. Is there any tool that is maybe not so well known yet that you've added to your toolbox in the last couple of weeks? Like one that you really like?
I think maybe it's not like a conventional one, but I used rpivot a lot. It's not really related to a web application testing, but most of the time my focus also is on programs that offer something related to infrastructure, because that's also something that got my interest.
Right.
So, for example, hosting companies or whatever. And rpivot is actually a reverse SOX proxy. So once you get it running on your victim host system, you can actually tunnel all your tools through that SOX proxy, and get access to internal networks, and browse around like in a really easy way. So that's one I use a lot, both on bug bounty side and my my professional side as well, pen testing. Yeah.
Thanks. Yeah, thank you for the tip. So everybody
Yeah.
out there, check it out. What is if you find something really juicy, really nice in the bug bounty program? What is your first reaction?
I think my heart rate, it skips a beat. It goes above 120. Yeah, relief most of the time. Like if you spend, I don't know, sometimes I spend a week on a single feature or potential bug, and when you finally have it, it's like, damn, finally, man. And yeah.
Did you ever flip like a cup of water or something because you were so excited?
Yeah. Sometimes I shout out loud like yeah or something. I'm not gonna do it right now. Yeah, it's just emotion, man. It's
yeah, it's part of the game.
Yeah,
it's part of the game.
Yeah.
One thing that is I guess super interesting to a lot of people out there is where do you see yourself where you can still improve? Like a lot of people, like a lot of people having imposter syndrome, and they always think like they know nothing, but most people actually know quite a lot. But also there's so much to learn. You can at no point in time know everything. It's impossible. But personally, where do you see that you have a lot of room to improve yourself, or where do you want to get into? Is there something specific that you would like to learn or something like that?
I think recon wise, I'm not like a recon person, but I think people who are really specialized in that and having automated tools all over the place and able to if a new domain pops up or some new feature, they get an alert. It's really nice, dude. And yeah, maybe I should
the full
invest
automation aspect of bug bounties, you mean?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. So that's really cool. And yeah, for the rest, yeah, I think like reverse engineering or really like do code reviews or something is really nice, because I have a colleague of mine who's been a Java developer for like lots of years, and he jumped to IT security. And you see when the guy is like reviewing a Java application, it's a walk through the park. So yeah, it's insane. So maybe I want to increase that one as well. Yeah, I don't know. And in the bug bounty side, you never know enough. So there's always something to improve.
Yeah. So many technologies out there nowadays. It's insane. Like, you think you know MySQL, and then there's GraphQL.
Yeah, it's true. And yeah, talking about the imposter syndrome, it's I get why a lot of people like suffer from it, because if you look at disclosed reports or whatever, you see people getting thousands of euros or dollars in reward, and you're struggling on, I don't know, some issue, and you're not succeeding, and it's a hard thing to
Yeah, definitely a huge struggle in the community, but one we will overcome, I guess, all together.
Yeah.
So if you can give away one advice to an absolute newcomer, person who, I don't know, has been in IT security for 2 weeks and he wants to start out in bug bounties, what's the first thing you would teach or tell that person?
I would teach them to keep your cool. I mean, a lot of the stuff you read on the internet is like, this tool, you have to use this tool to find XSS, for example, or to find SQL injections. But just do your thing and learn about the application or the company. Look what it's doing. Look at every request. Try to identify anomalies or something that doesn't look right, or
right.
I'm not the kind of person that launches like my set of tools against the program. I just look at what it's doing and what it should do. So
You don't do like nuclei
No,
full ranger suit
no,
against that target.
no. And I also think that's why some people struggle to like find valid bugs, because sometimes they're just there, right in front of you, but the tool isn't able to pick them up or something.
Yeah.
And
A lot of times it still needs a brain.
Yeah. Just keep your cool and I don't know, try to find something. That's not a good advice, but
No. It absolutely
it's something
is
that
good
works for
advice.
me.
And it's something that comes from a person who's in the top 10 leaderboard. So
Yeah.
it's definitely good advice.
Yeah.
I do have a couple of fun questions for you right now. Are you ready for those?
Yeah, I'm totally ready.
All right. Would you rather choose to hack on a bug bounty program of a bank or a retailer?
I would choose the bank.
Okay.
Yeah, because do I have to explain why or not? Or
Absolutely, go ahead. Is it because it's where the money is, or?
Yeah. Also, and the thing is, when you find like a crit or something impactful at a bank, it's probably also impactful, because it's kind of sensitive. You're messing with someone's money, so in that way, the chances of your submission being rated as a critical or a high risk issue, I don't know, is higher than changing someone's address in a shop account, for example.
Right.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay. Would you rather search for SAML or OIDC vulnerabilities?
For me, it's OIDC, because I don't really know SAML. Maybe that's something I need to improve. Actually, I haven't looked at it, honestly. So.
I personally love it. You got to look into it. SAML is, for me, it's the other way around.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I found some stuff in like OpenID's providers and stuff. But yeah, I don't know. I always like neglected SAML for some reason. Maybe I don't know. I have to look into it.
There's a really good tool out there with SAML Raider on Burp Suite. It's an extension, and it's by two, I think, German students that did that as part of the master thesis back in the day. So that's something really nice to check out, and they have like the full thesis that goes along with it. It's a pretty nice piece.
Okay.
Would you rather collaborate with a complete newcomer or like a seasoned veteran?
Yeah, for me, for me personally, I would choose the veteran,
because you can learn something from that person.
Yeah. But yeah, for me, I want to collaborate, but it's also hard for me because the times I hunt is like when I have free time, and it can be like 2 hours or something, and it's really random. Like I have time now, so I sit at my or look at my laptop. But yeah, the times I've collaborated with people are mostly times when I'm stuck at a submission. And for example, last time I collaborated was with Peter Honoki handle, which is a really great guy, really friendly. And I was stuck at some issue with an SSRF, and I read a blog post he wrote, and it was kind of similar to what I was encountering. So I just sent him a message like, look, if you have time and want to collaborate, just ping, and he did, and we actually found a critical or a high risk issue.
Nice.
So yeah, it's also fair to do a bounty split at that point. So I told him, yeah, it's 50-50 if we find something. So yeah, but it's really nice to like combine knowledge or insights and get a result. So it's really efficient.
Absolutely. Like the more people coming together, the more drive, energy, and power everybody has. All right. Would you rather become, and this is a fun one, a gardener or a coffee shop barista once you end your IT security career? I mean, I don't know if you're going to end it at one point, but just
I would choose the barista for sure. Yeah. Because I'm also really a coffee. I'm not an addict, but I really like to drink it. So yeah, I also when I went to school, I was hooked to Starbucks, and yeah, I was really like, I haven't tried that one from the menu, so yeah, take that one. So,
But
and
you still gotta get a little bit into gardening right now, as you were saying when you
yeah,
were building
yeah,
a house, right?
yeah. But if I have to choose, I would choose the barista.
Right.
I'm really not the yeah. I have to do it at the house, but I'm not the guy who would put a lot of trees in his garden or something. It'll just be grass and I don't know, a sheep to mow the grass.
A pool to get rid of the grass and the opportunity for trees, right?
Exactly.
I have one final one for you. Would you rather hack a Lamborghini or a Ferrari?
Phew. I think either one of them, because I don't know. So I think something would break anyway because it's Italian design. So
I don't know how many Italian watches we have.
I'm sorry, guys.
If you wanna convince Tom of the opposite, put that down below in the description right now.
I think I would pick the Ferrari. So I don't know. I like Ferrari. So
in classic red Ferrari.
Yeah, that's right.
So. Sweet. All right, Tom. Let's wrap this up. Do you have any final words you want to put out, and shout outs to any hacker or more of them?
Yeah. Thanks first of all for the opportunity for the interview.
Sure. Absolutely.
And in terms of shout outs, yeah, maybe it's a good time to have a shout out to my mentors or something. The guys who put me at another level.
Go ahead.
So first of all, that's in Dutch it's called Wart Vermeulen, which is a Twitter handle Wart WARD_V.
Okay.
Yeah. So maybe a short explanation why is because when I started out as a pen tester, I was a bit into web applications, but not really into infrastructure. And Wart was actually the guy at the company where I was working, doing full-time infrastructure stuff. And he learned me a lot, and he got me hooked on infrastructure testing. And we really pushed each other to raise the bar
to new limits, right?
Yeah. So it was really nice. It's also a good friend of mine. And second of all, KDC Rogue, Twitter handle, so KDC_Rogue, which is also a colleague of mine, who actually got me into FAT client testing, or now it's called desktop apps because FAT is it's prohibited or something. I didn't really know a lot from desktop app testing, so he got me into it and learned a lot. Yeah,
they're dying out a little bit though, right?
Yeah.
These days.
That's true. But I don't know if some of our clients really are stick to it because it's controlled.
Yeah.
So yeah, I do it once in a while. And I think that's about it. Yeah.
Do you want to share your own Twitter handle? Maybe maybe some of our watchers want to follow you because you put out excellent content as well.
Yeah. Mine is real_bitmap because bitmap was taken. So I don't know by who. So it's real_bitmap.
And we will also share that down below in the description.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much for being on the show today with us.
Yeah, thank you, man.
It was really nice. And I will hopefully see you at a live hacking event. So
Yeah, I would love to. So see you then, I guess.
See ya. Thank you very much, Tom, for today's interview. That was great. Once again, I'm asking you right now to drop down below in the comment section who you want to see next coming up on Hacker Heroes. But for episode number 5, we already have somebody special for you. And I'm talking of Rana Khalil, a hacker of all trades and YouTuber. So you don't want to miss out on that one. And apart from that, go over here and subscribe in the top right corner, and I will talk to you soon.